20, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down gets them a couple up to the 27. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing his Lance on third down. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10, right at the 40. They'll run right side with Mostert. A gain of 3, second down. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
On second and 7, Lance. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Benson Mayowa able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Working from the gun, Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that
That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And you think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On play action, Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st down, Carson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Kittle catching the slant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now for Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Wilson on 1st down. And once again, it's Eskridge. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st down, Lance. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more. It didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Lance. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. It almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 22, Lance. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd and inches, Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. Right? 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
From midfield, here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Gold to add the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time getting the sack. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Wilson will throw again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And completes it again to Metcalf. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They'll look to throw. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Lance now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Lance. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2.
Niner offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. To throw, it's Lance. And Kittle catching the slam. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Wilson wants to throw it. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A nice gain at 21 yards. He's got it, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. It'll be Carson. They run for it, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this. No, okay.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gold with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And got his man complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. That'll set them back 5. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.